Hi YouTube, this is Darkon633 back with another Kamen Rider review. Today we're going to take a look at the Kamen Rider Build DX Cross-Z Magma Knuckle. Now this is actually a very nice device, and it's actually pretty fun to play with even though it doesn't do a whole lot on its own. Anyways, we'll now take a look at the presentation and contents. Now we're going to move on to the presentation and contents. So the box itself is definitely a more moderate scaled box. It's definitely not the smallest box out there, but it's a pretty decent scale. We have a picture of the knuckle on the front. Another look at actually the Cross Magma form itself. Shows that it comes with the Dragon Magma full bottle. On the side we have another look at the knuckle and the full bottle. On the back we have the usual promotions of how it works with the build driver. On the top we have another look at the knuckle itself as well as the form. Another look at the bottle there. Another promotional artwork for the form and the knuckle, and that's about it in terms of the box. For the contents of the box, you do get the knuckle itself, which is a self-contained device with sounds of its own, which we'll get to in a minute. And you do have, as I mentioned earlier, the Dragon Magma full bottle. So in terms of contents and presentation, I give it a 4 to 5 just because it doesn't have a whole lot to it, but the overall design is nice for both the toy and the box itself. Now we're going to take a look at the features themselves. Now, unfortunately, right off the bat, this toy has one major flaw, in my opinion, which drives me insane when it comes to these electronic roleplay toys. And unfortunately, it does not have an on and off switch. A lot of Banjou's devices in general have on and off switches, so I was rather disappointed to see that this device did not have an on and off switch. It's definitely a pet peeve of mine since it really causes a problem when you're actually playing around with the device sometimes, and the only way to really just keep the batteries from losing, obviously, juice is to keep the pull tab in, and that's very unfortunate. Just looking at the device itself, it's definitely a pretty decent scale. The handle is actually very nice scale for even adult hands, and that's about it for the device on its own. Obviously, the main device is using the electronics. So without the full bottle or anything else, what you're going to do is press this button and it will go into the knuckle mode. To activate the sounds, what you're going to do is hold on to this button in the front and it'll make a few sounds. So if you hold on to it like that, it will constantly go with the sequence of sounds. So first, and it's going to make that attack sound, but if you hold on to it, and it'll continuously repeat as long as you hold on the button, but that's about it without any bottle inside. The Dragon Magma full bottle, which is very similar to what we've seen with possibly the Crocodile Crack full bottle, this does not have any of that little internal mechanism where it'll make the sound when you shake it. But unlike that one, this has no electronics on its own, so this is just a kind of clear plastic piece with nothing in it. As you can see, you can't see through it with nothing in it, but you can turn the top part if you wish to. We're going to slide this in. It's going to make a new set of sounds. And with that, it will actually unlock a couple more sounds for this with just the knuckle on its own. So when you hold on to the button in front, that's the main sounds with the device with the full bottle in it. But if you hold on to it, and for what I could tell, that's the exact same sound even if you hold on to the button for a short period of time or a long period of time. So that's about it for the device on its own. However, as mentioned earlier, it can work with the build driver, so we'll bring that out next. Now that we got the build driver, what we're going to do is take the knuckle and slide it over, similar to what you do with the dragon, and it'll slide in. It's a little bit tricky to do it, so you're going to need to pull the handle to make it easier to pull it in, but here we go. And from there, we'll be able to fully initiate the henshin by turning the handle once again. And with that, Banjou will be able to transform into Cross Magma. So that's pretty cool. What's also cool is that the light actually goes through the actual full bottle itself, and I think that's a really cool effect. In order to activate the finisher, similar to other devices, what we're going to do is turn the handle. Alright, that's pretty much all the main sounds you're going to get with this device. However, you can take this device and pull out the bottle, which will make another sound when you pull it out. We're going to put in the pull tab in order to make sure that the battery doesn't use up its juice. Close up the device. And you can actually use this bottle in the build driver itself. However, it's just going to read as a dragon. So just for a little extra bonus, we're going to... My build driver's been acting up, so there we go. Do dragon, dragon. And obviously, since this isn't an official form, it will activate the generic sounds. This bottle can also be used with the lock full bottle in order to activate Build's other form, but unfortunately I do not have the lock full bottle, seeing as it was a campaign and I wasn't able to get it. So that's about it for the device on its own. So overall, I give this device about a 4.5 stars just because it does not have an on and off switch, and even if it doesn't have a lot of gimmicks and pretty much features going on with it, I really do like the design of the knuckle itself. It is a form that can be used with an existing driver, so you do not need an extra peripheral. If you don't have the build driver, then that's pretty much all you need in order to use the knuckle's full capabilities. So I think it's still a rather nice device, and it's really just because it does not have an on and off switch. I definitely had to knock some points down. So in terms of overall value, I got my Magma Knuckle from Amiami for around $25 before shipping, so it's definitely a fair price for this device, especially since it doesn't do a whole lot. So with that, I give it a 5 out of 5. So that concludes our review for the DX Cross-Z Magma Knuckle. This is definitely not a device for everyone. It's really just for those who are fans possibly of Banjou, aka Kamen Rider Cross, and it's definitely a really nice device, and I really like how the suit design is for this particular form to begin with. So that's the real reason why I really like this device, and it's a very fun knuckle toy to actually play around with, and we don't really get a lot of these kind of knuckle weapons in Kamen Rider, at least in terms of an actual henshin device, so I really enjoy what we got this time around. Anyways, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out Hero Club and Hero Toku. Also check my Twitter, Darkon633, and don't forget to check down the other channels down below. Please check the little bell at the bottom of the screen, and in order to see my content go up as soon as possible, I'll be back with more Kamen Rider reviews, and I'll be back with more reviews in the future. Anyways, bye YouTube.